Hey everyone and good Monday evening, it's Eric here. Weather for Weather Geeks time on the 18th day of March 2019. A chilly, brisk day out there today, and we had some flurries and some snow showers and some sprinkles for parts of the afternoon. Despite the chill in the air today, yeah, we're thinking spring, and that means severe weather. And this is Severe Weather Awareness Week in the state of Ohio. It actually technically began yesterday, runs through the end of the week, and this includes the statewide tornado drill coming up on Wednesday at 9:50 in the morning. So schools throughout the area will be, of course, participating in this. Another reminder that the seasons are indeed changing, and I'm going to get on my soapbox about sirens just briefly this evening. If you're a longtime viewer of this video or follower of me on social media, this is not a new sermon coming from me, but just a reminder that as we head into severe weather season, sirens are not my friend. During my live severe weather coverage the other night on Thursday night, 3/4 of the comments on my Facebook page were sirens are going off in X community. And most of those comments were coming from locations that were not in a tornado warning. One of the many problems with sirens in this day and age. Different municipalities have different criterias for activation. You would think it would just be, if you're under a tornado warning, you activate the sirens. But that's not always the case. If there's a tornado warning in the next county over, sometimes the sirens will be activated. Sometimes the sirens get activated if a funnel cloud or just even a weird-looking cloud is seen. A lot of times kind of strange-looking clouds are mistaken for funnel clouds. It's not always the case. In this era, and this is dating back about a decade now, severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings are not issued for entire counties. We're in a polygon system now where parts of counties get put under a warning in an effort to be a little more specific where the threat is, but in other parts of the county that may not be under the warning, they may activate the sirens anyway. Sirens, of course, are not meant to be heard, not designed to be heard indoors. And so it should just not be your primary way of getting weather warnings in 2019. Many different better ways, even if you don't have a smartphone. Most people have smartphones these days, but some people don't. And if you don't, a NOAA weather radio is a great device to have. Easy to program, easy to set up. It's inexpensive. It's a great way to get to warnings from the National Weather Service. Of course, the Storm Tracker 21 app on your smartphone will push alerts to you on your phone. If you go under settings and then notifications, now I'm talking about iPhones here. I'm not as familiar with Android devices, but if you have an iPhone, go to your settings, go to general, go to notifications, and then scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you'll find an option to turn on wireless emergency alerts. It's right under, or right above, I can't remember which, but it's next to Amber Alerts, things you can activate on your phone. Make sure those are turned on, and also the EAS system on television will alert you if we have warnings for your location. They'll come across on TV. And those are all great ways and much better than relying on sirens to make decisions or not make decisions in 2019. All right, off my siren soapbox and on to the current weather. And yeah, it's been just kind of a gloomy afternoon after a pretty good looking start with some sun today. It was kind of self-destructive sunshine, we call it sometimes. And we talk about that more as we get into spring and summer, where the sun's getting stronger at this time of the year. And if you have enough cold air aloft, that sunshine heats the ground heats the air, and you get plumes of air rising fairly quickly, clouds bubble up, and sometimes you get precipitation out of those clouds. And yeah, we had that today with sprinkles, flurries, snow showers, all inconsequential and non-impactful other than just making it kind of unpleasant to be outside. Compared to last week, it's a pretty quiet week weather-wise across the lower 48. We, of course, had that enormous storm, bomb cyclone, if you will, across the middle of the country last week. Nothing like that this week. It is a benign-looking weather pattern now and for much of the week, and that goes with the temperature regime as well. There's really not much to write home here about. Spring is making its presence known in parts of the deep south. We have chilly air, but nothing crazy cold. For those who are tired of winter in the high plains, the upper Midwest, nothing crazy cold right now. Back here at home, I'm expecting a nicer day tomorrow. Now, much like today, I expect tomorrow afternoon to see some clouds bubble up, but I don't think we'll have the kind of conditions we had today where some precipitation falls out of those clouds. It should just be a generally calm afternoon with seasonable temperatures. We'll make our way into the mid-40s. Clouds will increase on Wednesday, and right as we welcome in spring at 5:58 Wednesday evening, some showers could be knocking on our door. And some rain showers will probably be around for a time Wednesday night and into Thursday morning. Yeah, spring getting underway, astronomical spring that is, getting underway on Wednesday evening. Of course, meteorological spring began on March 1st, but this is kind of what you may refer to as traditional spring or astronomical spring. 5:58 p.m. is when that arrives on Wednesday. All right, the longer range, I don't have many new thoughts compared to last week. You know, my overall ideas here remain the same in that I don't think it's a blowtorch, crazy warm pattern as we go into the last stretch of March and into early April, but I do think it is a pretty mild pattern. I don't see much cold in the pattern during late March and early April. I don't see a lot of days like we had last Thursday where it was 75 degrees, but I do think there'll be a lot of days with highs between 3 and 7 degrees above average. Average is rising quickly at this time of the year, and by April 1st, 7 degrees above average is, you know, getting into the upper 50s and lower 60s. Expecting a lot of days like that over the next couple of weeks. So, much like I said last week, I certainly would not want to guarantee at this point that we are done with accumulating snow. It's too early to make that call, but I'm pretty confident, maybe on the order of 90% confident, that impactful accumulating snow is probably done for the season. But I would not guarantee it just yet. I just, just based on climatology and where we live, it's just too early to make that call as of the 18th day of March. Thanks for watching tonight. I'll see you back here for a fresh edition of Weather for Weather Geeks on Tuesday evening.